Hello, you all, and as requested, Miss Ashanti, live vocal range F3 to C6. Let's get right on into it. My fiance is a gentleman. Like Miss Ashanti, she isn't the greatest vocal. I believe she has a lot of underrated vocals. Okay, she looks incredible.
Can you see lights last gleaming?
Okay, this is serious.
Gently streaming.
Okay. That's good. Sing. Sing. I like watched the way Okay. She looks so good. Sing.
Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
I like her voice on that. It fits there nicely. A smooth tone, and then those background harmonies. Chef's kiss on that too. And she is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Like ever seen.
Was still there.
Oh, okay. Run.
Don't you know you everything? Oh,
Sing. Come on.
don't you know you everything? Yes, you are. Still look in your eyes and I can tell that
She
you
looks
want
so fire. Oh, come on, A4. Powerful. Come on. I want to hear her sing that. Come on. Good run.
Ain't no more arguing, ain't no more crying, I ain't trying to put up with his. Can't keep all of my love to give. Someone you
Come on. Sustain. Ooh. Ooh. Good consistent quality throughout that sustained belt. Very powerful. Just a great placement and just a beautiful crystal clear belt. Good projection. Ooh, this is a resonant quality. Sustain. Come on. Yeah, it is a very resonant, echoey effect on her tone there that I love a lot. And it seems her voice seems to come into itself when she is in the belting register. Before that belt, she was sort of maybe it's because it was a closed vowel that she was sort of phrasing in the middle of, but it sounded very thin and very whiny and full of tension. But she opened that vowel up and let it rip and killed it. I've noticed that a few times in this video. Now that I come to think about it. Ooh, very resonant. Sustain. Ooh, it's quite a bit of reverb too, to be honest. Love that vibe. Love the run. Come on. Come on. I didn't know where the run was going at first, but she killed that run. That run was nice. Sing. Power still there on that closed U. Still bright. Good. Oh, come on. That didn't even sound like that was perfect. That literally did not even sound like the same performance. The clarity of that head voice, the way that came in so perfect, the way she transition flipped there, did not even sound like her. It didn't even sound like her. It didn't sound like it was for the performance. She killed that. Just sound like it sounded like Whitney herself for that brief moment. Her head voice came in and then dipped. I mean, incredible. That's giving me that what that Rihanna video actor recently where Beyonce came in for a few seconds and then dipped. Like that's what that's giving. That's that energy. Three. Come on. Okay. That's a great transition. I thought she's gonna do it again. I'm exhausted listening to this. I'm out of stand just listen. Come on.
Love when I hear your name, got me saying, baby, baby.
Sing. That was loud. Vibrato seems huge. Her vibrato seems slightly inconsistent there. Well, slightly, it was quite inconsistent, slight shaky, but the note itself was fire. Ooh, come on. Ooh. You better sustain. And the way that she stopped it, the way that she closed home, the way that the quality remained consistent throughout. There too, I love it. That was a sweet spot. How I don't know how her placement, the way that she wherever that was in her mask, that was just a perfect in her bag there. I reacted to her Broadway was maybe a week ago or so and was blown away by the resonance and her sustained belts there. That's what that Broadway was giving me there. That's the energy where she's just in her bag. It's something about that Broadway. Quite nasal. Okay. Okay. So you better sustain. With that mouth open though. Come on. You better sing. These are loud. Sing. Sing. Come on. What the heck? That gave me like 20. What is it? Is it 20? I'm trying to think. It's like 2013. Is it? Tour Beyonce, the growl. She turned into Beyonce there. The growl was crazy. I didn't recognize her there. What the heck? Wouldn't expect that from her covering Whitney. She killed that though. Excuse me. That's just so unexpected. It's so unexpected. It's so out of left field. I've never heard anybody cover Whitney Houston and just go full on growl, like distorted. That's different. That's just a different approach. That's a different taste and a different approach. I just wasn't expecting that. Okay. Sing. Come on. You better run. Sustain. Come on. Mm. Come on. She fixed the run towards the end. It seemed like she started that run off sort of flat. She's really a conundrum for me because sometimes she blows me away and then others it's like I don't know, it's like a different person singing. She's a real conundrum for me. It's very hit or miss. She tends to really use a lot of nasal, and the result is, it can be quite thin. I'm just being totally honest, not trying to be hard or mean or anything, but it can be quite thin, and sort of it's like a whiny quality at times. And then there's other times when she's again in the mid range, in the mid belting range, and particularly again those Broadway shows where it was just extremely resonant, wide, full, and potent, bright sound. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by like the duality. Like it's just it's just lopsided. You know. Beautiful. I love how like Whitney did that. It was always a SH. Well, not always, but I noticed it mostly too when she got a little older and a little more passive prime, where she really relied on that shh sound to get into that head voice when it wasn't as easy, when it wasn't, as accessible. She did that. I love that she did that used that same technique.
My days are cold without you, babe.
That's pretty good voice there. I love this song. Beautiful. She descends like it's a stair. Beautiful. Love her. Beautiful, bright, full. Seems a little bit pitchy there. Well, it was powerful. Definitely powerful. Definitely bright. Definitely higher. I believe than the OG. Was that really necessary though? It's for you to decide. It's for you to decide. Very high. I like that run there. I love the run. Love how she rolls up there. Yeah, I love that one. Sort of rolls up there subtly like Whitney did on the OG track. I love that one. Love the runs there. Very pretty, great control, good pitch there, and just tasteful. Good transition. Sing. I like that one. Come on now.
Funny. My hairstylist was kind of like, I didn't know you can sing like
Come out of the Kiara Sheard right there.
Sometimes you have
Like
to
a smaller
remind people,
Kiara Sheard.
you
Her
know, people
face.
say negative things. Instead of responding, you respond in a way of where they can't say anything. You know, you kind of prove them wrong. So that's why I got that. Oh, she can't touch you like oh.
Okay.
She won't make you like oh.
Yeah, I've said pretty much everything I had to say in this video. Just her, for me personally, and I know tone is very subjective, but for me, there are times when her tone knocks me out the park, and then there are times when her tone is again, at least for me, it's too whiny, it's too thin, it's too nasal. She relies heavily on the singing out of the nose at times, you know what I mean? So it gives it more of, again, a sort of a thinner, whinier sound as opposed to the resonant and full sound that we see from her in her Broadway performances in her mid range. And uh, her head voice, though, is really, really good. It's got a lot of promise there. I kind of think, when the way she hit like that note at the end of "I Will Always Love You," that was higher and way strong. For me, that was like too much, especially you're at the ending. You're just supposed to be ended out beautiful and like elegant, and that was just like a trumpet, like what I mean. But to each their own. That's again that's subjective. So if you like that, I totally understand. But yeah, it's just she's just like a conundrum to me. Um, Her transitions are really good, particularly when she enters in to the head from the chest. They're very, very, very good. Again, sometimes her runs are dope and on it and fire, and sometimes they're a little pitchy. She doesn't get it like the performance she was doing for oh Lord, y'all gonna get me. What's his name? Who wrote like the biggest Whitney songs, the biggest Celine songs? I totally forget his name and composed them. Forgive me because I'm kicking myself right now, like in my head for not recalling his name. But one of the greatest songwriters and composers in popular music ever. The performance she was doing with him, unfortunately, it was pitchy at times, and it was. But at the very ending, though, the ending on I believe it was Always Love You, she ended it beautifully, and again the way that she sort of wound it up was just very elegant and very much like Whitney's album version, where Whitney very rarely actually ended it the way the album did. She did it on the album, but the way that she sort of did that afterward, I love the way she ended that. But yeah, let me know what you all think. Which one did you think was y'all's favorite from her on this? And I personally think her mid range is her sweet spot of her voice, and I feel like her belt when she's in the belting bag, she's at her best in the mids. And there was even a few instances in the mids. Well, maybe it was getting closer to highs in the mids, but she was singing something, and even on the closed vowel, it sounded like just as full, just as just free, and in no way constricting. The quality was completely consistent. That was an incredible moment because that is incredibly rare when you're singing a full open vowel and then you close it and then it's the quality is consistent at the time. That was sickening. But for me, that's just me. Let me know what you all thought. Thank you all for liking, subscribing. Please do for my favorite space.